So hello, yo guys. Welcome to Summer in Kampala, episode 5, and we are from Aurous. By we, I mean I. And yeah, chef. And you hear the word well, chef. Chef Calvin did a thing, and he did a great thing. My taste buds are left. I don't know. I don't even have a word for it, but it's heavenly. And I think my favorite part of it all was the dessert. And guess what? What's crazy is I was talking to someone today of how much I'm not a dessert person, and I just had that dessert, and I think I wasn't a dessert person until I had Chef Calvin. You hear that? Chef Calvin's dessert. So yeah guys, come on, let's hop onto my adventures today at the expo at Aurous.
Ono ye Kampala, kyekibuga Kampala. Ono ye Kampala, kyekibuga Kampala. Ono ye Kampala, kyekibuga Kampala.
Mu kibuga gye nva bwe bukeera.
Hey guys, welcome to Summer in Kampala, episode 5. And this is a very exciting episode for one reason in particular. I got to do a food review. And this is very special to me because my friend, my OG, my old gang, I mean, guy from back in the days, was head chef for this event that he invited me for. And honestly speaking, it was something that I had been waiting for the longest time. So yeah, Chef Calvin did his thing at Aurous back in December. I know, I was supposed to like edit this like much sooner, but he did this like back in December in Kampala, summer in Kampala. You get the vibe, and it was amazing. So come along, let's have so much fun. Let's get hungry. I hope you ate, right? I hope you ate, because if you didn't eat, you are about to get hungry. I assure you that. So back in December 2024, my friend Calvin, he invites me for the brunch that happened at Aurous, and I was like, oh well, this sounds kind of bougie, and I think that's a place I'd want to be. And yes, that's a place that I was at. And I must say, when I say bougie, it was actually pretty bougie, and I'm talking about like a little upper age bougie, probably higher than 20 kind of bougie, but hey, no one's counting, no one's saying anything. And it started off like right at the entrance. The tone was set, it was orange, it was elegant, it was classy, and I'm handed a veuve clicquot, and I'm like, oh my hello, I thank you very much for this veuve clicquot. I'm not absolutely not shaking, trying to like enter and like act like the cameras are not like all over the place, and like I'm trying to act cool, I'm trying to act nice, but it was such a good tone. It was such a, you know, it had this not necessarily warm embrace, but it was the aura was pretty, I can't find a word for it, but it was pretty like a little calm, but a little like, you know, like upbeat and stuff like that. So I definitely loved the energy. I get in and I'm like, well, this is nice. But yeah, since my friend was a chef and I didn't know people and I'm not like social like that, I found a place, I sat, and I was ready to order. Now let's get into the yummy bits of things. So now when it came to the food, one thing you have to know about me is I may or may not disappoint you when it comes to food. And there's a high chance that I'm going to disappoint you. So my food reviews are, number one, I must mention, very amateur. I'm coming from a place where I have a lot of ignorance. I cannot say I have a very distinct or extraordinary palate. I don't almost eat the same thing every day, but I guess everything I'm giving is my personal opinion, and also I may be a little bit biased. I'm not biased actually. Based on the review I'm gonna give, I'm totally not biased. I'm a very honest person. I love my friend, shout out to him. So It's not a biased opinion, keep that in mind. I was gonna say it's a biased opinion, but it's not a biased opinion. So I did tell you I am low-key a disappointment when it comes to food because I don't eat as much as I'd love to eat, and I'm working on that. I hope I do get better. So I think it was a 5-6 course meal, and I was only able to make it through 3 plates, and it is mostly a good thing, but I would have wanted to eat more. So yeah. So number 1 were the duck balls, which came in with the mushroom balls, and I'm gonna start with the duck balls. So they come in very beautifully plated, very artistically, you know, portrayed. It looked good, it looked nice, and I'm like, you know, this does look very it looks very good. And mind you, this was the first time I was having duck balls. This was the first time I was having anything duck, because may have light there. My dad says I haven't had duck meat. So this was my first time having any duck anything. So it's like I'm having like duck balls, and I'm thinking, well, this should be nice. Like I'm imagining, I'm picturing it could be juicy. It could be, you know, of course, meaty. I've had a variety of meat. I'm Congolese. Oh, how do they say it on TikTok? I'm Congolese. Of course, I've had a variety of meat. Wink, wink. I did have an expectation. I think I did expect it to be more juicy and more... I think I just thought of meatballs, right? I imagined meatballs and how juicy they are, but instead they were a little bit more crisp, a little bit drier than I would have loved. So for the duck balls, I would give that a 2.5 out of 5. Because I wasn't the biggest fan of the duck balls, but for a person that is not so, you know, hooked up on like vegetables, or like not very excited when I hear anything veggie related, I was a big fan of the mushroom balls. And let me even start by telling you what I rated. I think I rated it a 4.5 out of 5. I loved the mushroom balls. They were it. They ate with that one. Now moving on to the mushroom balls, way better. Right away you get to that earthy aroma, and for me, I was about that life. The bite was soft, flavorful, and it had a nice balance. The only thing missing, the cream. They came with a sauce, but it was a bit thin. If the cream had been thicker and richer, it would have wrapped around the mushrooms, and for me, that would give it a solid 5 out of 5. But that dropped it down to a 4 out of 5. Still nice though, still really nice. I would recommend, if you are there and it's on the menu, you should definitely go for the mushroom balls. So for the next meal I had, I think this was the second meal, and it was the dumplings. One thing about me is I love dumplings. Dumplings are my comfort food. Like dumplings any time of the day. You like it on a cold day, you like it on a hot day, you like it on any day. I know I sound like a dumpling maniac, and I'm a low-key beast, so you can imagine my expectations for the dumplings. I would start by rating it, and I'd rate it 3 out of 5. One reason, because I felt like they were a little bit underfilled in comparison to what I'd expect them to be. A little bit underfilled, a little bit dry, because when I eat dumplings, I want it to burst in my mouth. I wanted to... There's a certain burst of like first bite into a dumpling that like is very memorable. You cannot lose touch of it. But I didn't experience that, and I think that may have actually biased my experience with it. But otherwise, it was okay. So you should try the dumplings. Did they fill me up? They did fill me up though. They did fill me. Like I was like really full by the time I had the dumplings, and I was like, I may not be able to have anything else. So I was like, I will do one thing that I don't usually do, and that's jump in for the dessert. And that there was the gold. Oh yeah, and plus while that was all happening, I had another drink. I don't remember what the drink was. It was a cocktail, I think. It was so good. It was so good. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was a cocktail or if it was a champagne, one of the two, but I remember loving that drink. So basically for the dessert, what I had was the chocolate roulade. It was the chocolate roulade hit. So it was chocolate roulade topped up with strawberries and a mango sorbet on the side with little whipped cream. And who knew that sugar, like just the right amount of sugar, just the right kinds of sugar would actually, I don't know, it would change your whole day, it would change your whole mood. And like by the time I had the dessert, I would have wanted more if I had space, right? So I really, really, really love the dessert. That was a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, no crumbs, even an 11 out of 10 if you want. So I became a dessert person, so you could be a dessert person if you want to. Just go to Aurous, I guess, and get the chocolate roulade. Tell them that I told you. No, they probably don't even know me, so honestly speaking, it's not gonna help in any way. But if it helps, like, take my word, take it. But yeah, that was it. I'd give my overall experience a 4 out of 5 because I loved the food, I loved the ambience. There was background music, there was live music. I saw someone I know, shout out to him. He was playing the guitar. He's a really, really, really good bassist, so I have so much respect for that guy. And basically a lot of people like just vibing to it and like having fun. And honestly, that's Kampala. Like, people will vibe, people always have a good time. And I'm so glad that I got to experience that. It was everything I would have loved it to be. Unfortunately for me, I had to leave, and I had to leave early because I had other programs that day. And yeah, that would be the end of our food review. But please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, so that guys, we could grow. Really, really want to grow. And I also want to keep sharing my experiences with you. And I hope you're liking summer in Kampala so far. Please let us know in the comments, let me know in the comments how it's going for you, if you're enjoying it, what you'd love to see next time I go to Kampala. And yeah, bye for now.